So, you're a songwriter, and you know how to make stuff rhyme, but have you considered internally rhyming?
Very cool. Yes, nice.
This is really a hidden gem in songwriting, I think, because although it's very popular in rap,
Love it. Look at my life and realize there's nothing left. Yeah.
we don't often hear it so much in other genres like folk, sometimes pop, rock,
But she didn't know what was going on all of the time.
but it can be used to great effect. Now, if you haven't seen my last video on rhyming in general, then I do recommend you watch that because it gives a lot of detail and a lot of widening the scope for what rhyming can be.
We're broadening the horizon here. This may be controversial.
If you're new here, I'm Videesh, I write songs, and this is the workshop on internal rhyming.
Internal rhyming, then, is inside the lines or sentences instead of at the end. Can be within the same line or rhymes between different lines, which are often one after the other. Is this internal rhyming here?
Not really.
What do you say?
Well, there's repetition of each word, but just because there's repetition doesn't mean it's a rhyme.
Very nice. Absolutely right. It's repetition rather than rhyming. Excellent.
Right, I'm sure I'm not there. Yeah, other people have seen that too.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I'm totally with you there. Sometimes you can have no end rhyme, but only internal rhymings, and it can still have flow, and there can still be some sort of rhyming element. This one goes like I love it when I wake up these days and you're not around. I can take up the space that I needed all this time. Ring, ring on the telephone. Hello, I'm not at home. 3502. So that had some sort of rhyming flow, but it wasn't necessarily end rhyming. It still sort of works in the context of the song. Yeah, another example of this. Can you see some internal rhyming in this part of the song? I'll give you 20 seconds, have a look.
Time, pride.
Time, right, yep.
Surprise as well.
Surprise, yes, definitely. Yeah, time and pride for sure. This is a bit of a challenge actually. This has got my alternate lines. But this one goes, if you wanted his time, why'd you keep me around? Just to prop up your pride while you play talent scout? No, and so you have scout and around and time and pride there. So internal rhyming and end rhyming in that case.
It's actually easier, I think, to pick them out when you hear it. But I'm finding it quite difficult to read it and find them. But as soon as you sing it, I can hear them straight away.
Oh,
Does
interesting.
anybody else?
Interesting.
When you sing it, can't you?
Yeah.
Just sort of like-
Yeah.
We will, unfortunately, I haven't made this one yet, but when we come to the next ones, I'll try and play it first then, in that case. That's good to know, thank you. So yeah, that's just another example. Let's move on from this song then. Why is it a useful tool then? It enhances the lyrical flow of phrases. It's nearly essential in rap. You can pick any rap song, it will be full of it. Adds lyrical suspense is my second thing. I think that it's a bit of a hot take. I think it's like suspended chords in the music. If you have suspended chords, sometimes they can bridge between chords, but sometimes they hold tension until you finally go to the next chord or resolve it back to the tonic. I think internal rhymings can build suspense within a sentence. It also creates more patterns for the listener to engage with as they're listening to the lyrics. And I love that it gives subconscious payoffs, or just payoffs, mid-line. Because just in the middle of the line say, if you wanted this time, why'd you keep me around? Just to prop up your pride. You've got a payoff there. While you play talent scout. Then another payoff right at the end. So multiple payoffs in the same line. I think that's pretty cool. Essential in rap again. Can help a singer stay within a certain mood through the vowel sounds to help convey ideas or emotions in the lyrics. This one is difficult to justify without hearing it. But imagine as a singer, you're sticking with some kind of emotion, and rather than going ee-ah, ooh, ah, ee-ah, rather you just go ah, but ah, da 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 dee 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 dee. I feel it can help you stick with an emotion as a singer, I feel. So for those reasons, I like it very much. Here's an example of one of the best. Let's be honest, the best. Adapting some rhymes. In this version of Billie Jean, you've got the final version, which is like this.
Stand when he's in the bed, hurts
But then the demo stage has different rhymes. May seem like a trivial example. I think it's actually forced because the line after this bit is different. But the key thing is that he's not just changed the end words here, demand and plans, but he's also gone for that. And you've got here, all doesn't seem similar to no, but the way he sings it, I was in the rider, but she didn't know what was going on all of the time. Go dance. So you've got vowel modification there once again. Near rhymes, vowel modification for the flow. And there's been no one better at putting the emotion and flow into the song than Michael Jackson. Let's try this because I think we need to each write an internal rhyme with one of these sentences. Let's take a couple of minutes with this.
Just write the next line, yeah?
You can use these anywhere in your rhymes. All right. So, I'm so curious about this first little bit of internal rhyming from you guys. Would anyone like to share what they came up with, pairs or individually?
I've got one. I've done two of them. So, sitting by the fireplace, looking for life in her tired face. In the middle of the night, sin was hidden. I was right.
Very cool. Yes, nice. Well done. Well done. I like it. All right. Would anybody else like to share theirs, regardless of it matched or not? Yes.
I've got hitting my fair shy face.
Hitting my fair shy face. Very cool. Anyone else? Yes.
Finally came something new. Funny it happened so soon. So I've got like the F lines and then the.
Yeah, because we went at it differently, didn't we?
Yeah.
So Diane took the F and the Y and went funny, whereas I was here trying to think of words like finally, completely, totally, anxiously, time to see, trying to kind of broaden that bit instead. So it was interesting.
Yeah.
Because we did it completely differently.
Nice one. A bit of a consonant rhyme sort of thing, going for the Fs. That's very cool. That's one bit of rhyme I didn't actually put on the thing before, but that's nice. Like it. Just so I'm not, telling you to do stuff and I'm not doing it myself. I had really silly sentences. I got bitten in my pliant face. Sound of the phone. Paid the fiddler a bribe, and hide and seek for brighter views. So those are some random rhymes. The reason my rhymes don't really work in a song context, probably, is that I believe you need to know what you're writing about, why you're saying it. Otherwise, the rhyming will be meaningless. Anybody can make up rhymes in isolation, but making them into a really glorious song, for me, it links with emotion, because emotion drives all my songwriting that I do for myself anyway. So yeah, as long as you're saying you want to say something, it'll be good. But frankly, while we're practicing it, I think don't worry about it. We're just practicing it. I made up some sentences that didn't really make sense, but at least it got the internal rhyming going. I mentioned before that it's very important in rap. The first rap song that I thought of was this one. Let's play this one and see if you spot the internal rhyming going on here. Okay.
You and your homies might be lying to chalk.
It goes on here. Gangster's Paradise, based on Stevie Wonder's Pastime Paradise. Bunch of internal rhymes. Did any stand out to you as you heard it that one time? Yeah.
Blasted and laughing.
Yeah, love it. Yeah, right in the same sentence, that one. So that's a bit different to what our exercise.
Talking and walking.
Yeah. Oh, hang on, where's that? Yeah, actually, it's in the same place, isn't it? Same place. So that's a bit of I don't know what you call it.
Well.
Same structure. Sorry, what's it?
Is talking and walking perfect rhyming as well?
Talking and walking is. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Slightly imperfect.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's after the stress, so I think it is perfect. Yeah. Talking, walking.
I noticed, I don't know if this is right, but I just noticed life and realise, take a look at my life and realise it just looks together.
Yes, love it. Look at my life and realise there's nothing left. Yeah, perfect, absolutely.
Also, never and deserve aren't rhyming on their own, but for some reason the R's and the V's and the E's, they seem to almost correlate. Almost.
Never crossed the land that didn't deserve it. Yeah, there's a bit. But now you never crossed.
Stop.
what I love is that you're seeing these things, but if we looked at this at the very start, I don't think you would have picked some of these out. You know, so I think that's really cool. I think it's super cool. There are more, but I've got more examples, so we'll move on for now. Here's a song that I wrote a few years ago. In this one, there are so many internal rhymes. This is going to be a smorgasbord of possibilities. So I'll put it up. I'll play through the bits of the song, and then you just shout out all the things that rhyme.
Literary boss, visionary, celebrity god. Literary boss, verified vocabulary god. Does someone in this place call a doctor? And not UMD, I need a writer. PhD in dictionary studies, oversee your fictionary worries. Reading wider than anyone before him. He's a scriber, delivering a motive. Gone hyper, I'm anything with orange, foul viper. You can't ignore him, no.
Okay. What internal rhymings do you see there?
Yeah, they're really obvious, aren't they? You've got
Yeah.
dictionary, fictionary, wider, scriber, hyper, viper. They stand out now.
Absolutely, yeah. They're all sort of subsequent lines over here. Any other observations on this?
Is fictionary an actual word?
Fictionary, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not when you made that to rhyme with dictionary.
Fictionary? No, I mean fictionary, yeah. A fictionary hero. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fictional.
Fictional.
No, no.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Well, it rhymes with dictionary, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So you've caught me out, Mike, as you rightly should.
That wasn't on the catch. What I was going to try sort of ask or make the point is just that if it isn't a word, then it is made up and it fits and it works.
Yeah. It's a bit of
why not do it? Yeah.
Yeah, creative. Yeah, a bit of creative license there, I suppose. Yeah. Sorry, what did you say?
All words are made up anyway.
All words are made up. Yeah. Oh, what film's that from? All words are made up. Okay. I need to know that.
Yeah, if it isn't one, it probably should be.
Yeah, fictionary. Just something here which I was happy about is orange. Firstly, there's an Eminem thing like, people tell me like nothing rhymes with orange, like Dorange, 4-inch, and he makes up all these things. So I've been on the quest ever since I watched that to rhyme stuff with orange myself. So ignore him goes, and then motive is similar, and then before him. So yeah, all of those things are similar. Let's move on to the next bit because the next bit has got some alternatives in it.
Words.
Okay, this one.
Now ever since 07, when I first saw him, eloquent, sincere and lawless, no stopping, mind is full throttle, turn a shopping list into a novel, and all this talent, he don't need to stay here, he's a second master William Shakespeare, every second bend of the lines like a Pringle, ready, set, and trend in this guy, dodecalingual, no, he don't.
Okay, any observations on this verse? Oh, yeah.
Is that a real word?
Dodecalingual. Well, dodeca being 12.
Yeah.
And then trilingual, bilingual, pentalingual, dodecalingual. So, yeah, I've made it up now.
Portmanteau kind of thing, yeah.
It's, I'm just doing my best here. Basically, once, I had dodecalingual because that's my friend, the literary boss. And then I just wanted to rhyme something with lingual. But lingual, that's kind of weird. But lingual, Pringle. Yeah,
Mingle.
that's better. Lingual.
Mingle.
Mingle, oh yeah.
Ready, set.
Every second bend of the lines and he can mingle. Okay, yeah. Could do. Could have done that. But but line like but then bending on lines like a Pringle, that's pretty cool. So but over here you've got what I thought was cool in this one. I mean, it's pretty on the nose, right? It's not very evolved, but every second bend of the lines like a Pringle. I think I'm right. Every bit of this line rhymes with that line. Every second bend in the lines like a Pringle. Ready, set, and trend in the sky. Dodecalingual. Apart from dodeca.
Yeah. And did you do that?
I would say you've got Leica, so
Like a Pringle.
Deca.
Deca. Yeah, the lie is different to the do for sure, but that's the only bit. So dodeca, like a Pringle. But so we've got basically, I was talking about the building tension, like a suspended cord, building the tension. If every bit of this second line is rhyming with every bit of this line, it's rhyming, building up tension. Do, like almost like having a bit of silence, and then dodecalingual, bam! That's the sort of big payoff at the end.
It's nice because it's the punchline at the end.
Yeah, exactly. It is the punchline. And we've got a third example. I'm using this song because I can tell you about it rather than theorizing about somebody's song process who we don't know. I know about this because I wrote it.
Transform man, no disputing. Posture back, no longer stooping. He can get stacked with just 2 movements. Even with the fact his shoes are stupid. But look at him now, walking tall like a Tyrannosaurus. Speaking loud, using all of a thesaurus. No defense, no constraints. Listen when they tell you how to spell your own name. Literary boss.
So there we are. The punchline right at the end. Listen when he tell you how to spell your own name. No defense, no constraint. That's the hold back. That's like the, dangling something. Dangling. Listen when he tell you how to, easy to understand, spell your own name. Joke comes back in with the rhyme. That's the punchline. So musically, lyrically, it's the punchline as well as sort of being a bit funny. Cool Rappers song. Are better than that. Cool song. Better, yeah. No, we like this one. Now, let's look at an actual song by an artist you will have heard of. Exercise. Identify the internal rhymes in this song.
It's a small bump. In 4 months you brought to life.
Hands can.
Yes. Yep. Hands be as gentle as I can. Love it.
Scan. There's 4 there.
Yep. There are 4 there, aren't there? Yes.
Can we say unborn and brought?
Yes. Definitely. So the way I put this was a bit like this. So you're just a small bump unborn. In 4 months you're brought to life. Introducing the life, there's a new rhyme. Might be left with my hair. Might be left with my hair. Left hair. But you have your mother's eyes with the life. Then we've got another 4 coming up. I'll hold your body in my hands, as gentle as I can. But for now, you're a scan of my unmade plans. A small bump. In 4 months, you're brought to life. Yeah. So, seemingly a straightforward verse. It has a nice flow, but surprising amount of internal rhyming. It's not as on the nose as Literary Boss, but it probably shouldn't be. Okay, now, here's the next one. Now, this one is a bit more of a challenge because the structure, as it's written on the page, it doesn't show the internal rhymings very well. I'm going to let you have a read through those lyrics just for a few seconds first, and then I'm going to play the song.
Because we were just kids when we fell in love.
Okay.
Kids, and then give and kiss.
Yes. Hang on, where is it?
Not in the second line, but the first, second, and third.
Kids, oh yes.
Third, fourth, sorry. Kids, give,
There's lots of sounds, yeah.
Yes, and it's interesting because there seems to be a gap, doesn't there, between them there. That's interesting. Yeah. We will come back to that one in just a moment. Yeah. Would anybody else like to talk through
love and up? It's not apparent from the
yes.
read it, but when you sing it. When we fell in love, not knowing what it was, I will not give you up.
Yes. Yes.
But also the way he sings was. He doesn't say was, does he? He says
was, yeah.
Which is quite like love.
Yeah.
Love.
Isn't it?
Absolutely.
So
which
it's
is
accent.
yeah. And so this is the end rhyme actually going with is it going with an internal one? Give you up. Yeah, so there's that up on the page looks like an internal, but the way it's structured is a bit different. Shall I go through this one now? So, this is what I mean. So, you guys did really well there. The structure I had in mind for it was like this. We were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. And then we had give you up this time, and then time is different. And then darling, just kiss. Again, the I sound. Kiss me slow. Heart is all I own. And in your eyes you're holding mine. Finally, baby, I'm. So yeah, the structure is governing this one. The structure changes it, and also you've got end rhymes going with internal, and that's an interesting combination. It shows you that it doesn't have to be in the same part of the line. It can be in different parts depending on the flow. I hope that was a bit of a challenge for you, something different. And I hope that you agree that we have investigated internal rhyming with song examples. Do you want to change anything? If you're writing it for yourself, you don't need to do a single thing.
There's an interesting rhythm, isn't there?
There's a rhythm there,
There's
yeah.
that internal rhythm as well.
It's not open to you if you only do perfect rhymes. You know, memory and forgetting me.
Yeah.
It's great.